Greetings, gorgeous one. I'm Jackie Gates, also known as the Goddess, and today I wanted to talk to you about my New Year's revolution. Not resolution, I'm so done with those, but revolution. It came down to a couple of promptings from all sorts of places. I read a blog post about this. My friend Natalie Villeneuve mentioned it on our tribe call, and then one of my coaching clients came back and said, I absolutely need you to lead me in doing this. And this is something that has made an amazing difference in just the 2 weeks of this year. And that is to have a word, a theme for your year. I have had, along with everybody else, a rather difficult 2011. Things happened, things got good, things got bad, but then the wheels sort of fell off in October and I went into a little hole and hibernated. You probably didn't notice that much except for when I left for South Africa in November, but that's pretty much what happened. And I was searching for guidance, for some kind of setting for my internal GPS. My theme for this year, the one that I discovered, the one that resonates with me so deeply, is internal influence. Many moons ago, when I had a flourishing stage career, I was always under the influence of one director or another. Or else I was under the influence of the audience and what my public expected. So for example, I very seldom cut my hair short because I did so much Shakespeare stuff. You're required to have long hair, and wigs just really generally don't cut it. When I was on stage, a director was always telling me where to go, where to stand, how to deliver. So when I came to the States and I didn't have that direction anymore, I started looking for it elsewhere. I went to fashion magazines and the internet. And so of course it followed naturally that when I started doing network marketing, I also looked for direction. I looked for someone to tell me what to do and how to do it. This is all well and good, and I also found some amazing mentors and teachers. But what I did find was that it didn't always gel with that inner GPS. It's hard to explain, because I'm sure you're getting what I'm trying to tell you, is that firstly you have to know what your internal GPS setting is. You have to know what you want and where you want to be and how you want to live your life and the kind of being that you need to become to live life that way. But sometimes the external influences are so strong, so pervasive, so clever that they drown out and almost override your internal settings. That happened to me. It wasn't that it was right or wrong, the influences I mean. It was that I wasn't paying attention to what was right or wrong for me. So my theme for this year is internal influence. I am going to pay more attention to the voice inside me, inside my heart and inside my head, than I do to those outside of me. And it's fascinating because all the people that I absolutely admire and love to read about and love to watch as they weave their spell are people who follow their own guidance. They are not people who follow the crowd. How ironic is that? We find somebody who's doing something completely different and who's just being so authentic, and we try and model ourselves on them, which in fact is not authentic to us. It is crazy, right? But it's such an easy trap to fall into, and it's all velvet lines, so you don't actually notice that you're stuck. So sweeties, the thing I wanted to tell you today is twofold. First, be very aware of outside influences and make sure that they're leading you on the path you want to tread. And the other is to take a little time to turn volume on your internal voice. Listen. Just ask a question, sit quietly, and listen. I think you'll be surprised. Perhaps you'll just be pleased at what you hear. And don't forget, I would love to know what you think about this and how it might have affected you, or what you're doing about listening to your own internal voice. Please leave a comment for me or send me an email at jacquelinegates@hotmail.com. I adore you all. I am so grateful that you are in my life, and I hope you have a truly spectacular day. Bye for now.